So you met back up with them in the opera house. You took them to Hui's dressing room, and you were going to show them the roses. Did you warn them before pulling them out of the bag that it was poison?
Yes, absolutely.
I need you both to roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage. So everyone covers their mouth, and then you pull the roses out. But because Flynn has a very acute sense of smell,
He's a
he
Oh
goon.
no.
passes out immediately.
Oh no.
um, he stays asleep for about a minute before waking up.
Oh Jesus.
So I step further from Flynn and
Thank
make
you.
sure that there's no like powder coming off of them into the air. I make sure not to move my hands too much.
You alright, Flynn?
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good.
Are you able to identify that poison?
Um. What would I roll to? Since I
That would
clearly
be an
caught a whiff of it,
intelligence.
what do I roll
It would
for
be an
that?
intelligence check.
See if you remember anything about it.
I should have gotten like a poison kit or something. Yeah, I should have gotten a poison kit because like this just isn't my alley. The particular skullduggery.
Yeah, well, just from context, it feels like this is the type of poison somebody shady at a bar would use.
I need to go to the Undercity for this.
Well, when I went up to Hui's room and I found these flowers, one of the other girls that works with us was there when her date came and took her this morning and left those flowers.
What time is it right now that we're in this room? Is it like noon
I
or
would
something?
say it's about like 1 p.m. at this point.
Gosh.
And she said that he was dressed in a suit and that he looked really respectable.
You identify this as drow sleeping powder, and this particular dosage is a very high like dosage batch. Like clearly this person wanted it to work.
I relay that information. This guy's just walking around in a suit. No way he
You
went to
can't
the
really
Undercity.
just ask about him because it'll draw attention.
You can narrow things down. He wouldn't go to the Undercity in a fucking gentleman's suit. That's just like asking for someone to just walk up, stab you, and take all your shit.
Uh,
So that rules that out.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that's exactly the kind of people you would find down there. Either your usual thugs or people of well-off means.
No, they don't. No, people with well-off means make sure that you don't know that they have well-off means down there. You do not want people to know that you are well off down in the Undercity at all.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
is there any way you can trace that smell somewhere with your keen smell?
My no, I have to no, because I have to smell the flowers, but I don't have his smell. I wouldn't be able to do anything with this unless I manage to get his scent off the flowers, past the poison all over it.
Yeah, I feel like that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel like every time you try and get any sort of scent off this, you're just gonna pass out.
What's the nearest place? Do you think we can look around near the opera house where you could stash somebody? That's
Yeah, she said that they just went down the street. I didn't really get. She didn't know. It's not like she had a conversation with them, so I'm not sure where they were headed. Well, I don't. Let's search her room, maybe. We could try searching her room, her dressing room.
Yeah, what'd she do with all the flowers that she's getting?
I'm assuming they've just been going in the garbage.
Is there a garbage can in this room? Is there a place where there's trash deposited?
Yes, there is a waste bin next to her um, little makeup stand.
All right. I upturn that bitch and I just rummage through it.
About 4 empty ale bottles fall out.
Well, that's normal.
Um, you do see some withered roses and a very familiar calling card.
I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
Why don't we go find a somewhere with that sells flower shop, like a flower shop, and inquire about who would buy this type of flower.
Good idea.
Not the smell or with the poison, obviously. Just flowers that look like this one. They look very peculiar,
Good idea.
because they're like showing up regularly, buying the same flowers.
Good idea.
Yeah, the flowers had to come from somewhere. I'm assuming he doesn't like grow his own roses.
Gloria, you were in the entertainment industry a lot. Do you know any flower shops nearby?
I'm not sure. Would I know any flower shops nearby?
You do know that near the Opera House there are 2 or 3 flower shops that keep a constant supply of flowers for any shows that may, be performing at the time.
All right. Well, let's go in there and ask if any roses have been bought in bulk or repeatedly.
I am also going to take an item from Hui's dressing room that has her scent on it, and I'm bringing it with me.
Okay, you take one of her hairpins out of her accessory drawer.
Wonder if she has the gloves on right now. That would be funny.
Would I have seen them when I was upstairs, thoroughly looking through her things?
You didn't happen to come across them.
Here's hoping she's wearing them.
Yeah.
I can send Oz to try and fetch Veneer.
Yeah, go get Veneer.
So,
Also have Oz keep a lookout for anyone in a suit, maybe walking around with Hui, because Oz has seen Hui, so.
Yeah. Okay, so I look over at Oz and then I just motion him and he should take off in flight to fetch Veneer and keep an eye out.
Okay. So Oz takes off to the skies and heads straight for Veneer's workshop, where Veneer, you have just finished melting down the mithril chains and pouring them into the molds that you need for the various gears that you require. So now you're just waiting on the molds to cool, and then you'll be able to file down the gears and they'll be good to go. Around that time, you see a familiar raven land on your desk and peck at your tools, and then kind of start flying 2 inches above your desk as if saying, "Follow me."
Okay, so I go and meet up with them. Where are they? Presumably they're at the
So
flower
we'll
selling
say
place.
that you go to the first flower place, and it's a
Raise his
couple.
hand, actually.
Oh yeah,
I
go
would
for it.
like to search first. I would like to do do like a look over of each flower shop and look for the one that has the least amount of roses that I can see in stock.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Very good, very good.
Okay, so you look between the 3 flower shops, and you notice that the flower store on the corner nearest the Opera House is severely lacking um, display bouquets in the front.
Of course, it's the closest one. Good chance that's the place. I got an idea, Mai.
What do you got for me?
First, I don't know what kind of I don't know if the shopkeepers in this place are like the tailors back in Finland. So we gotta be a bit crafty about this. I want you to go in there, ask about flowers, say you're trying to like impress the suitors, make small talk, note about the like lack of displays that they have lately, and like just make a small chat about that and see if you can get them to slip it. Oh yes, like maybe this gentleman has been around buying flowers.
I get where you're coming from, Flynn, but you know that I'm not very social, though I will try my best.
Wait, actually, and then I like turn to Gloria because I remember. Wait, you're right. And I just turn to Gloria, and there's like a creak sound of like gravel and stuff. Like Gloria,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, plan. Do you think you could do that?
I I think I can do something. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the flower shop and I'm going to approach the woman and I'm going to say that I work at a different flower shop and that a man came in demanding explanations about the terrible roses that he bought over here. And so I am looking for information.
Oh, I
Roll
forgot that we now
persuasion.
actually have a face in Gloria.
Why can't I roll deception?
Oh, sure. Roll a deception.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. I would like to roll deception.
But excuse me, I'm lying.
Exactly.
She goes, well, I never. And she stands up and she goes, I'll have you know that my roses are only of the finest quality. And she
And I continue to say that I need to see the customer receipts to make sure that we're dealing with the same person. Otherwise, I'm going to have to report her business for making us all look bad.
Damn.
she kind of gives you the side eye at first, and then she obliges. She goes behind the counter and she says, if it's the person that I think you're saying, I've never had any problem with them. Every morning they come back and they get the same rose bouquet and head straight into that opera house. So if my roses are of subpar quality, why does he keep coming back every day? And she shows you a like week and a half of receipts where one rose bouquet, like 5 gold, and just like right there,
And a name.
like the name.
Flynn looks at my. Damn, she's pretty good at this. Or maybe we just suck at this kind of thing.
Yeah, see, I would have never thought of that. I just tend to
Yeah.
offend people and say the wrong thing.
Yeah,
not
same here.
not counting the Gem Sisters, of course.
He says that it is made out to a glidrin risk. I will put that here.
That's a fancy name.
And he told me personally that he is a noble in Her Majesty's court. So, ha. And all like pompous and like full of herself, like she's owning you, but really.
Oh, I'm going to bow respectfully and apologize for my outburst and let her know that upon seeing the name that I may have been mistaken, that it was a different person who was complaining in my shop.
She's like, well, I should say. She's like, you should really double check these things before rushing into someone's shop and making such wild accusations. And then she gives you a 5-minute lecture before she lets you leave her store.
All right. So I leave and I relay all this information to them too, clearly, in case they missed anything through the windows.
Perfect.
She was pretty loud. They heard most of it.
Yeah, I heard. Perfect.
See, I would be in tears by now.
Well,
I might have I might have just mentally checked out. I don't know. Made her even angrier.
At this point, can we see Veneer?
So at this point, Oz comes back, and moments later, Veneer comes around the corner and goes, "Oh, hey guys." Expecting Piaro to have been in some sort of danger, but then he just saw you guys.
I mean, I haven't seen anything.
What do you mean? Did you not expect to see us or something?
Piara's not dead. For a
We've
third
been
time.
meeting secretly in the darkness of night.
None of y'all know where Piaro is. He's 30 minutes out in a different um area.
He
Yeah.
dipped to the Duchy of Jeff.
Yeah, he's in the
I joined
Duchy
a
of
cult.
Fucking Jeff.
He left
What
us
a cult.
again.
I didn't leave you. I just went to work. Everybody's got a job.
It's
I mean,
only
Piara's
like
probably just
a
working.
30-minute walk to the Duchy of Jeff.
He's always working.
Yeah, but nobody knows I'm there, so if I'm like
Exactly.
disappeared.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
just
you
gone
don't-
to
I mean,
us.
yeah, these days, like you can divorce your wife and leave your kid, and they'll never find you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. For all
Like,
we
I'm
know,
just
he's
assuming
dead.
you're working. Because, like, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know you've gone to the Duchy yet, though.
And nobody knows where I am.
Okay,
Um,
so we're assuming that he's at the farm in town because we don't know that he got fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, that's true.
Oh, Veneer
Well,
says what's
maybe
going on.
Veneer knows that he got fired because after he got fired, he went and talked to Veneer. I don't think he would keep that. Did you keep that from Veneer, or did you tell Veneer that you got fired?
No.
Could you repeat that without things in your mouth, please?
No, I told Veneer.
Okay, thank you. So Veneer knows he got fired, but whether or not Veneer shares that with y'all is up to Veneer.
So he's like, "Oh, what's up, guys? Are we coming up with a plan for the ambush tonight?" I think I heard something about Piaro getting fired from his job, so he's probably around here somewhere, looking for a job.
I haven't seen PR anywhere. Which is strange, because he'd probably be, like, moping up and down the streets if he was fired.
Unless
Weird.
he's interested in actually joining us, I don't count on that old coot.
Anyways, the
Well-
ambush is altered. Hui got taken this morning. We've got a name and a description, so we just need to act on it.
Someone beat us to the punch. What's the name?
Glidrin Risk.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I doubt any of us would recognize this name off the top of our heads, right?
What
No,
do we
because
know?
you're not really. You've only been here a month, so you wouldn't really know all of the nobilities' names by heart. You would just be getting a foothold in living around here.
Yeah, they told us that he was part of the Queen's nobility, right? So that's a lead.
Mm-hmm. So like, we need to find like whatever noble sector there is and try to see if we can weasel his
The
home
Duchy of
out of here.
Jeff.
Oh my God! What if it is just you? Yeah, let's go find out where. Let's go find. Why did the Duchy of Jeff? Oh no! Fucking Jeff. All right, let's.
Swear to God, they ruined my job.
That is true. Yeah. So, I can probably find out who this is in like, how long does it take to get to the Thieves Guild? It's probably just like a short jog, right? Just down to the Undercity.
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute walk to the fountain.
Okay. I know where we can find out about this guy. Like, we just gotta go to alternate places.
So about that time, Mavis, a sparrow with silver wings, flies. It flies right in front of your face, like kind of like buzzing the tower in an essence. And then right as it swooshes by you, it like does a circle and it lands on your shoulder, and then it puts a note in your pocket. You look at it, and just before it takes off, you realize that this bird is actually a machine, but you wouldn't have been able to tell unless it was right there on your shoulder. And then it
Cool.
just takes off just as gloriously as it came in and goes straight towards Staghelm.
She says to the group, "Funny how things work. I was actually thinking that one person that would know nobility in the city that we know is Casper, but I didn't mention it because I didn't think it would be time efficient. But it appears that he summoned me."
Hmm. We should meet with him.
What does the note say?
Um, it says, Dear young lady, I have news about your wand. Please come see me at your earliest convenience. P.S. Please bring Veneer. Casper.
He also wants to see you.
I'm also going to tag along.
I will go as well.
Are you sure? Would this be a good time? Or
I
No,
mean,
it
it's a
wouldn't.
good time for me.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to find Hui.
Well, I mean, we have to do a whole bunch of stuff.
We got a
Alright,
name, we got
well,
a description, and we got
okay.
something that might know.
We're
All right,
Someone who's been here
making
for a
we're
while.
making good progress while we all get our things done respectively.
All right.
I need the four of you to roll a perception check. So, Veneer, your ears twitch and you think you hear a rumbling in town. But Gloria, you could have sworn you heard thunder in the distance.
I just heard like thunder or something, maybe more ominous.
I didn't hear anything.
You shut
Yeah,
up.
in a
You ain't,
different
you ain't
country.
It was
here.
like a rumbling of some kind.
Sorry, I was in deep
Oh
thought. I
fuck.
didn't
Where
hear
did you hear
anything.
it? Which direction? We need to go now.
I think it was coming from town.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Was it coming from town?
You just heard it off in the distance in Staghelm, but with the buildings, it echoed off so many of them, it's hard to pinpoint an exact location.
So, Gloria knows which
The
direction it
piano
came
is
from,
with
right?
Jeff.
No.
She does not.
Really? Even on that? Oh fuck.
Okay, should we split up here?
No, we should
No.
all be together for this.
I'm gonna send Oz ahead to look for any gathering or commotion in the city.
Yep, especially for holes.
You send Oz off, and let's see. It only takes him about 5 minutes, and he sees a large gathering of people in the town square. They're all looking at the ground.
They're at the town square.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
As you approach the town square, the crowd still remains, and guards are trying to get people to scatter and go back about their day. They're saying, "Nothing to see here. Move along. Everything's fine. We'll check everything. Move along. Move along." And then he sees the four of you. He says, "Nothing to see here. Go on. Go about your day." And he tries to kind of shoo y'all away.
Can I stand a little bit away and try to focus my sight through what Oz sees?
I'm not interacting with this dude. I'm going to an alley. I'm going to hide. I'm going to fucking go see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so Flynn, roll a stealth. I'll roll a perception for Oz.
Oof. Thankfully, that's advantage.
Okay, so while the guard is talking to you,
21.
um, Oz takes off, and he starts flying around and landing near different people to hear their conversations so that you can hear them. I don't know if y'all can see this, but that's a 20 on that D.
Of course it is.
Dang.
It's a B.
Oh, wait. Who's
Um,
is this rolling on him to see
This
me?
is rolling on Ozpin's perception of
Oh!
around the area. So,
Nice.
First, Ozpin hears three ladies,
It counts.
and one of them's a merchant, and the other two are kind of like her friends that stop by and chat with her. And she was like, I don't know what just happened. The whole ground started shaking, and all of a sudden, I was on the floor. I really hope everyone's okay. And then after that, Oz takes flight and lands next to another crowd, and he hears a guard going, yeah, had to have been the plumbing. He's like, no, no, if the plumbing ruptured, you'd smell it. I'm telling you, it's an earthquake. And he's like, no, earthquake would have lasted longer. I'm telling you, it's the plumbing. And Oz goes to one final group of people, and you hear a young lady saying, I could have sworn I heard thunder. And they're like, but dude, there's not a cloud in the sky. Where would it come from? And she's like, it came from the under the ground. And they're like, you're being silly, girl. Nonsense. And they go, shoot, Crow, shoot. And they shoo Oz off because they don't know it's a raven because they're uncultured pigs. And Oz comes back to
Swine.
you.
Thank you. Out of character here, can I postulate a theory so that Mike can suggest it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So she turns to the group and says, from what I can gather, it was an explosion underground and it was crackling thunder. If I had to make a guess, Gloria, you said that you didn't see the gloves that Hui appropriated, yes? Maybe she tried to use them in self-defense. It could be her.
She's probably woken up.
That was my thought.
So, if I had, Undercity, I don't know, Flynn, what do you think?
Did Shay? Did you
So,
say that the
It was
Is there like
underground. There's
is
no
there
sign of it.
visible? So there's no visible sign above ground, right?
No.
so Flynn, as soon as you see a guard, your instant instinct is to hit the shadows. So you do
Mhm.
that. And as you're in an alleyway watching over you you hear from behind you, um, very quietly, like, "Hey, careful with the goods. People won't buy damaged products if it has bruises all over it. Come on." And as you whip around out of the corner of your eye, you see two goons carrying what seems to be a medium-sized bag of something down into a cellar, and they close it behind them.
So I can still see mine, right?
Yes, and she's talking to the guard, and you see Oz kind of like floating around the courtyard. Gloria, what are you doing?
Who whoever is closest to me, I'm just gonna use telepathy to tell them I saw some goons taking someone into a cellar, and just guide them over to the where I'm at, and I'm gonna go to that fucking cellar door, and I'm gonna lock back the shit. And anyways,
I'm gonna go with Flynn.
you like
So Gloria, you feel a familiar tingle in your head, and Flynn relays this information to you. And while Mai is distracting the guard, you retreat to the alleyway and join him as he squares up on the cellar door, which is locked.
well, I got thieves' tool for a reason. Let's fucking go.
I will say it's evening, and about this time, Piaro, you are walking home. You're feeling good. You're on cloud 11.
Feeling good.
You're the best farmer in the Duchy of Jeff there is, and you come back to Staghelm to meet up with your companions and see what they're doing. And you see Mai talking to a guard in the city square, and I believe Veneer. Are you there with them as well?
Yes.
Yeah. So you see Mai and Veneer standing there.
Go over to Veneer and I give him back the one plat that I took earlier.
Okay. There you go.
Where were you? Some exciting stuff happened while you were on.
Yeah. I found a new job. It's a little bit away, but it was good community. They offer me a place to stay and good work. I think I also spot some older ladies there that can keep me company.
I will say it was a loose-ended contract. They said that you're free to come and go as you please, but they would be happy to see you back there.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think I'm
won't
gonna
get
come back there.
fired if you go on adventures. You don't have to worry about that. That's just a one-time thing.
positive bonus.
Well,
Met this guy
congratulations. We're
named
dealing with a kidnapping.
Nathaniel. He seemed like a good lad. He seems like he cares for the people. What was this about kidnapping? What happened?
And a guard goes, "Kidnapping? What are you three on about?" And he looks at the three of you.
No, he said midnight napping.
He goes,
Since he has an
"Oh,
insomnia problem.
oh, well, very good. Away with you. Clear out. Move along." And then he moves on to another crowd. That was smooth as fuck, Mavis. I'm not even gonna lie.
Which so
Didn't
I
even
you
have
have
to
to
made me
roll.
roll.
roll
Hot
for
damn!
that. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like instant success.
Nice.
I hope I hope everyone else saw Gloria, or because I don't think we're gonna be. I think as soon as we open this fucking cellar door, we're going in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone else can tell where we're at because I'm opening this bitch.
All right.
All right, Pierre. I hope you brought your weapon because we're about to get another chance to loot some corpses.
We have to kill people though.
That's your thing. Why do
Yeah.
you assume that I love to loot horses like you? You're
You're the cat.
As she starts heading towards Flynn, Mai just says, in a normal voice, not in a loud voice, "Try not to get yourself killed this time or waste any more wishes, please."